Evelyn, you and your husband have just traveled these amazing countries and just returned. Tell us, how many kilometers did you travel and which countries did you go to?
Yes, we did. We started in Durban, and we're shipping our car to London. And then we traveled through Europe. We visited all the countries except for Iceland, of course, because then you have to take the ferry. And we went to Spain and crossed over to Morocco and drove through West and Central Africa all the way down to South Africa. So that was like 56 countries in total, and it was more than 70,000 kilometers.
And Co, you did all these kilometers in this. What vehicle did you trust to do this with?
For us, there is one vehicle. Our choice is the Prado, Toyota Prado. That's the only thing, the only car that we can do it.
And Evelyn, what accessories did you have to modify your car with to do this amazing trip?
Now, to be honest, quite a lot. Because the thing is that you want to be very self-sufficient. So we build in a water tank. We've got a solar panel. We put on a winch and an extra strong bull bar. There's like a second battery, so you can actually. We've got a fridge and a freezer. So Toyota did everything to make our car like a home. It was actually a home for a year.
Can you tell us your highlights and your lowlights of being so free traveling adventurers?
Well, I think the highlight is definitely that every day you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to sleep. You don't know what you're going to see. And that is such a kind of freedom, which is like awesome. And we actually love bush camping. And a lot of people said bush camping in Europe is not possible, but we bush camp everywhere. We just pitch our tent, even in small villages on the market square, and that was such a nice thing to do. Definitely what I found a highlight is that all over all these countries, all these 56 countries, everywhere there's such nice people. People are interested, they're helpful. That was really, so nice. What I found sometimes difficult is mainly in West and Central Africa, the extreme poverty we were faced. And people live without any facilities and no infrastructure, no agriculture. That was really sometimes hard to see.
Cohen, I'd like to ask you, how did your Toyota Prado handle on all the different types of roads?
Well, sometimes it was very difficult. Sometimes we go to the mud, and for a 1 meter mud, it was terrible. But also we cross the river. But always we use our car, and we know Toyota, the Prado, he can do it.
Evelyn, after being traveling for one whole year, what does it feel like to be back home?
It's lovely, and although we enjoyed every day of the traveling, when you get home, there's no better place to be than on the south coast.
And also we are proud on our country. During the 12 months, we carried with a flag on our car.
70,000 kilometers. How many sets of tires did you use?
Would you believe it? One set of tires, BF Goodrich. We are so happy that we make the choice from these tires. And I can still do other 10,000 Ks.
Ivan, for this sort of trip, what accessories did you install?
Okay, we've done the complete front of the vehicle with the winch, which is fitted up in front in case of a recovery. It's got a bumper replacement, the spotlights. We've also done the camera, where we've moved the camera to the front of the vehicle for better inspection of the whole front. It's got a dual battery system, which runs these fridges and stoves in the vehicle. It's got an air compressor as well in there, which to pump up the tires in case of emergency. And it's also fitted up with a snorkel in front. That snorkel actually breathes clean air, so you don't get dust or anything into the engine. And then it's got the GPS system, all the other accessories onto it. Basically, the fridge is all up in the back. Okay, so it's got plug points in the back of the vehicle, which powers everything back to the back as well. So any accessory, additional stuff that's required for the vehicle can be plugged onto the back of it.
How long did it take to modify this vehicle?
This vehicle took us a week to do everything complete on it.
So, Stephen, the Veringas have done over 70,000 kilometers in one of your vehicles. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, firstly, they're actually customers of ours. This is the fourth Land Cruiser Prado that they've bought from us. I think I sold them the second one when I was still a salesman. And yeah, basically, I think it's amazing. They've been ambassadors for Toyota, not only for halfway, but for the country and actually worldwide, because they've been to 56 countries in 1 year, and they did 70,000 kilometers, which are Prado. And the great thing is, I think that it's just a fuse, they had to replace a fuse on the whole trip, which I mean, that just speaks for itself, how reliable the Prado is. And yeah, I think it's just great. They were role models for our brand and for Halfway Toyota. I know what they can do.